Hi! Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. The lives keep not showing up. I send them before I hit go live. That's probably why. Ugh, if you're immediately clicking on it, I give it a second to load up. This is my last sighting, chat. Where are you going? Hello, hi Kai. You're still playing Ace Attorney? Yeah, there's 3 games. We're on the 2nd game. Farewell. Farewell forever, Batman Glazer. It was nice knowing you. Hi, Nat! Hello, everybody. Okay, where were we? Where did we leave off? Hi, hello. What's it called? Should we not be on the investigation now? I'm trying to remember where we left off. No, because we did that, so we should be on the trial, right? Yeah, we're gonna do trial, Hello, hi! If I'm wrong, we can just go back, it's whatever. We should be on trial. Dude, I couldn't even remember where we left off, it's been a minute. Oh, Pepper, thank you for the rose. Pepper, did you know that you have been in this community for over 400 days? Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. Athena Sykes, assistant defender, is ready, too, Your Honor. Je suis prêt. What the fuck? How do you say that? What is her problem? Didn't Apollo tell you to speak English? Stop it. She out here trying to be fucking fancy. I can't read that. I'm stupid. Shit. What's it called? As chipper as ever, I see. And in French, no less. And the prosecution? Ah, fuck. He's British. No offense. No, I just have to do the... I have to do the voice. I have to remember his voice. It's lagging, it's lagging. Oh my god. Goal achieved. Oh my goodness. I remember when Baby Damien was first made. And look at us now. Another year of babying. I'll be back, gang. Oh, bye, Fourth Wall. Very well, then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it. Oh, look at him! He got a backbone! Oh my god! We're playing Duel Destinies. Looks like the judge is really bringing it in today. He probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game of Simon Says. Yeah. His honor has to fight. His honor has to fight his honor today. Ugh. Loving Babian's New Year's outfit? He looks so good. Look at him. Babian edit soon. Your boldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement. I have? I don't know if I'd say that. Oh, Astro, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court. The one thing you could not possess. The crown jewels of the court? Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse? Have fun playing. Oh, thank you. I will. Hi, Clouds. Oh, so you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make a special exception. Just this once. Bro does not want to fucking do it. That's crazy. Here we go again. Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex Cuby, was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Rex Cuby's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. You can't say that as a fact in a courtroom. You can't say that as a fact. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Did I say something wrong? That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild. I can't believe he fucks. That's wild to me. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Oh my gosh. Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events. Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify. The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation? Nomi, how dare you? I was listening to Korn. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. The feathers and tracks? Weren't those left by the mayor when he was possessed? That was but an act to protect his daughter. Ew, I don't like that one. Oh, yes, of course. I had suspected as much. Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture. Would you care for some witness testimony, then? For I am ready to prove that that little scamp is the one behind the Tenmataro farce. Mind you, I want you to remember, y'all, don't forget that their first interaction, he quite literally was helped by her. Now he's trying to put her ass in jail too. That's crazy. That's a wild. Imagine in the courtroom you help someone, and then in turn they try to get your ass thrown in jail. You weren't involved at all. You weren't involved at all. Oh my god. Witness testimony? I bet she means Filch and that creep LaBelle. I will say again, Blackwell is so fine. Mega simp. We know. You don't need to yell it out to the rooftops. We know, trust. That man is handsome. Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? Here he go. Mr. Filch, you've made quite the hasty exit yesterday. The other AA? What other AA is there? See, that doesn't happen again today. Been known for my hasty retreats since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine. Indeed. You managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip. Like those amateurs could ever nab me, eh? Yipes! Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. And that would keep you in place. Yipes! No, please. I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running. Alcoholics Anonymous? Now, why would I be streaming that? See, you think I got problems? Come on now. Your statement, now. Yes, sir. Mr. Blackhead, sir. Blackhead? He may beat a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell. Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give-up-easy type. Hi! Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime. Damian Wayne followed the live creator? Game recognizes game. Bye, Lance. Tenma Toro's really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Tenma Toro I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it. Okay. So, Tenma Taro was short in stature, and that's because it was Miss Jenksy Tenma all along? You betcha! Besides, all the rest of the manor were way taller than her. Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short. What if the Tenmatar impersonator was walking on their knees? Weren't no knee walking. I seen it myself. Oh, bye, Astro. Thanks for dropping by. Then perhaps the yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are naught but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety. So you're saying she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things? Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night, he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he saw. But in truth, it was simply the janitor. Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost. Just gave up the ghost. Literally. The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. Hi! That, and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. Oh my god, oh my gosh, thank you for the gifts, I appreciate it. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. I want to go over my stuff real quick before we continue. Let me just skim it real quick, okay? Because it's been a minute. You playlist like I do? Oh my gosh, how so? How so? You do the voices too? We're getting closer to the newer stuff, because I remember this. We got the statement, the autopsy report. Because he said something during his testimony. It was like something about her stealing from the Forbidden Chamber, but she literally couldn't have done that. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna press. But the mayor literally swallowed the key, so how would she have done that? Of course I do the voice, it's the only way to play. And then obviously this points towards who the real killer would have been. There we go. Where is it? I gotta present it, I gotta present it. Freaking asshole. Trying to get that little girl thrown in jail. That's wild. It would seem that Tenmatara was, in fact, not this innocent little girl. Oh, how'd you figure that? You claim the Tenmatara you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one. Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice? The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber. And what's this? This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, the Tenmatara seen holding the staff would not have been Jinxie Tenma. What? Oh my god, Darman. So you see. But then who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenmataro? Objection! Ooh, I didn't even get to read that one. Such accusations beg evidence. What did I say? Hold on, let me go read that. I said... Oh! Our Tenmatara impersonator is none other than the Mayor Tenma's aide. And then he yelled objection. Okay. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he's the yokai we seek? Yes, in fact, I can. Very well. Let's see where the defense is going with this. Because we have all that, like, cream and stuff. Yeah, this one was the one that was dropped in the Forbidden Chamber. Thank you both. I appreciate it. We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. We know that whoever was Tenmataro took one of the stabs out of there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for. Is it glitching for all of you, or is it just for Soap? Let me know. But, Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner? I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence. I mean, we don't even need to do that. Did he not say that he makes, like, his products for himself? Despite, like, marketing them? Like, it literally belongs to him. It belongs to nobody else. What? It glitched a little for me just now? Golly. Okay, either way, it should be fine. Because I'll upload it to YouTube as well. So, the last episode and this one I'll try to upload. If it'll let me upload this one tonight. It might tell us who it belongs to. Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prince there? Very well. I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results. No need for that, your boldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day. You called Prosecutor Blackwell? Could anyone be more whipped? Fulbright. Analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes. Your wish is my command. Very well, then. I guess we'll just wait right here. That's awkward as fuck. That is awkward as shit. They just sat there in silence for 3 minutes. Hi. It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. What do the results show? What in the world? They're Florent Labelle's prints, aren't they? This is absurd. Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not gonna like this, am I? Don't tell me that Tenmataro's prints. Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to... Phineas Filch.
Objection!
Are they working together? Is that why? Because clearly... Hold on. What did he say? Wait, what? What? Are they working together? Is this like a Scream situation where clearly Labelle is taking advantage of Filch? And then Mr. Labelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
Objection!
Oh. Why, you tricksy little tanuki. Explain yourself. Now. Sure, them prints are mine! I mean, I did bill for that hand cream from Mr. Labelle after all! So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber? So what if I did? Got a problem with it? Yipes! You fool of a Tanuki. Oh my god. Why is Blackwell in chains? Because he's a murderer! Hold on. Okay, so if you don't know, Prosecutor Blackwell is quite literally an inmate who is in prison, and he works as a prosecutor as well, because he's a really good prosecutor. So I guess they were like, well, we can't ignore his talents, and they still let him, like, convict people. So they take him from prison to do this, and then back to prison after. Order. Order. Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean? Damian Wayne, hello. Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber... Wait a second. Does that mean the Tenmatara holding that staff was Phineas Filch? Yipes! Another cat out of the bag! Mr. Filch is Tenmataro? Why are they letting a criminal work in the legal system? Oh my lord. Dude, they just letting them do whatever. Ever since the first Ace Attorney game, prosecutors can just do whatever. Like, we had motherfuckers pulling up with whips, whipping people in the courtroom. If you are a prosecutor, you can do whatever. He is literally calling this man your baldness. Not your honor, your baldness. And he just takes it. God forbid you're a defense attorney, though. He will cuss you the hell out if you speak in an incorrect tone to him. Whipping, yes, including that same very judge there. That very same judge. I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer? I think he's an accomplice. I don't think he's the killer. The witness will explain himself this instant. Begging your pardon, your honorship, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. The alderman? He wanted me to beat Tenmatara in the village exorcism ritual. You mean that event at the Nine Tails Vale Festival? So, that was you inside the Tenmataro costume? Yep. And after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. But it bore me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers. So, he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. That's when I looked at the Tenmataro costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. Because of superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word. In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible. Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place? Because of the treasure in there! Thought that was my big chance to steal and to sneak on in and nab it. Oh my god. Treasure? Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe, and we already know that it's stolen too, so his family member already fucking got that shit. Grandpappy told me all about it, said there's an amazing treasure in there. He went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it? Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson. Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. You couldn't possibly have gotten in. I could through the air vent in the foyer. The vents led to the alderman's picture and went on in and made a nice little hole. Used that to get into the air duct that leads to the Forbidden Chamber, I did. You what? But how's that even possible? Wait a sec. Remember that air vent in the Forbidden Chamber? So Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct. And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber. From the Forbidden Chamber vent. Oh my gosh, blah blah blah. So, Tenmatara was nothing more than a cat burglar. Or rather, a Tanuki burglar. You're so funny, Your Honor. And we're back to being without anyone to charge for the alderman's murder. Looks like our so-called yokai was nothing more than one big troublemaker. Tell me, Mr. Filch. What did you do after fleeing the foyer? I got out of that costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point. And where's that costume now? Heck if I know! It ain't my fault if you never find it. The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in the manor. I mean, y'all couldn't even get into the Forbidden Chamber, so clearly you fucking didn't. But whatever. Useless ass fucking police. What if it was tossed outside the manor? Ah! Yeah, he fucking threw that shit out and it looked like it was flying. Oh my gosh. No way! But maybe, just maybe... The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice. Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here? That's why the window is open.
Take that!
Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor. You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. They made you pay for the costume? No, that's crazy. So why would I do something like that? I can think of a few reasons. Any bright ideas, Apollo? Well, assuming the costume really was tossed from outside the window, tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you. You do? This evidence proves you got rid of your Tenmataro costume through the window. The special edition paper, yep.
Take that!
That's... Tenmataro flying through the sky? And just how does that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window? You're so fucking dumb. Like, you're actually stupid. This man has sent people to their deaths. I want you to realize this man has actually convicted people and sent them to the death penalty. Oh my god, on death row. Put them on death row. I want you to remember that. This man has that power. It's quite simple. It's not Tenmataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out. Oh, that's crazy talk! You ain't serious, are ya? There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor's pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenmataro really was a flight of fancy. Yikes! Oh my. So there really never was a yokai. Yeah! Oh, I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume? This more than proves the defense position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with the staging the yokai sighting. Are we gonna send that guy to prison? Because he's clearly been fucking lying this whole time. Like, hello? Like, multiple days of lying now. Multiple times on the witness stand, and he's just been straight up lying. And we know he's been lying. And stealing! Hello? Anybody but me in that courtroom can do whatever the fuck they want. Care to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? None whatsoever. I'll deal with that Trixie Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. We did it! Get going. Now all we have to do is make Florent Labelle take the stand.
Objection!
She thinks it's so a bit early, are we not? Huh? Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber? Probably the same way he got it. Through the chamber vent. Chamber air vent. And what of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? And they would suggest that Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection!
But the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Right? Someone on the outside opened the door for you. Isn't that right? Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open.
Hold it!
Sprung right open? Who was on the other side? Didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare. Like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark. Wear a hat, man. That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. But then that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed down the hall. That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't opened until after the crime was discovered. Oh my gosh. But, wait. We still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
Couldn't they have just hidden behind this, like, little, partition? Well, you little Tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there? Nope. Only one there was the Elderman, and he was dead as a doornail. If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to? Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going. Why are we taking anything he's saying serious anymore? He keeps admitting that he's lying. Like, am I going crazy? Should he have not been taken off the stand by now? Oh, don't tell me. Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was the accused, Damien Tenma. Ugh. Wait a second. There had to be somebody else besides Mayor Tenma there. Really? And who might that be? Oh, well, that would
Objection!
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence. I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details? It's like perjury isn't a crime at this point or something. I'm saying, like, none of these motherfuckers really be getting in trouble the way they should. Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. This is a proven fact. Sorry. I guess I put my foot in my mouth again. No, Athena. We're definitely onto something here. We are? Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber. Oh my god. Because they kept saying that they were together. They were using each other as alibis. Mr. Filch and Florent Labelle were using each other as alibis. That is now, like, null. Because he clearly wasn't there. And by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up. Nah, not that insufferable. Hey, it's me, Goku. Oh my gosh, it's Goku. Very well. The court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up. He's so scary,
Take that!
Why, that's the defendant's aide, Florent Labelle. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime? True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. Labelle at that time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch? I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here. Oh my god. I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'd button up his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi. Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know. Clearly fucking not. He's been lying, so how is it perjury just now? He been lying. Fuck. Oh, shucks. Mercy, your honorship. Mercy. I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication. I see. We will take a 20-minute recess, after which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself. Yes! We're finally going to drag that slippery snake onto the stand. In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations. This should be the last one too, shouldn't it? Oh my goodness, I'm so hype. Dude, I just realized we're finishing this episode. Holy crap. Holy crap. We did it, Apollo. We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court. Yeah. Hey, why the long face? I can't help but I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Damien, are you unfollowing Vex Bolts? No, but I am hyped to see what's gonna happen in just a few hours. I will be seated. I might even follow, just unfollow at the last second. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you gotta be a sheep. Sometimes you gotta have fun. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack. You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though. At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo. What's Vex Bolt? It's this person that everybody's following. He's gained, like, over 6 million plus followers. Like, because I remember I saw him, he had, like, maybe 2 million. And then I looked again, and he gained another, like, he was at 7 million, like, yesterday. Everyone is gonna unfollow him on the 31st. So, that's kind of exciting. Oh my gosh. Court is back in session. Our next witness is... Joker! He did it! Oh my god, chat, he actually fucking did it. Oh my god, somebody take a picture of him. Put him in live chat. Someone take a picture of him and put him in live chat. He actually fucking did it. No way. No freaking way. Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter. It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment. Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise. Remember that. Guys, hear me out on LaBelle. You need to go to jail. Gertrude, I've been too kind to you. We need to send you to prison, and we need to go hit you with sticks. Enough is enough. I've been too kind to you. Too kind to you these last few Ace Attorney games. These ridiculous these ridiculous hear me outs. No more. Temu Joker. Oh my god. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused. Ouch. Like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. I know my rights. There's no rights here. Guys, start throwing shit at Gertrude. Enough is enough. Let me get my little poo emojis. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Just for you. Well, what business do you have with me? I hate the way he talks. No, I mean, you gave him that voice. No, I mean the weird emphasis on certain words. I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Your boldness. That's right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand. To think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Well, I'm not. So, may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
They hated Jesus too. I don't think having awful, like, disgusting, when you hear it, you crunkle up into like a little paper ball reactions to hearing somebody's hear me outs. Awful hear me outs. Terrible hear me outs. Some of the ugliest men I've ever seen. Hear me out, guys. Multiple times. You are a repeat offender. Do not defend repeat offenders. Sounds like a skill issue to me. From them, yes! I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. You do realize that what a serious crime you've committed. Witness, you're being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air. Ah, shit. Everyone can get it, even the judge. You know what? You need to go and be chained up right beside Gertrude. That's it. Guards! Fine. The truth is, I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry. You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? We're rebelling against your dictatorship. No, we can speak our truth. Enough! Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing on... Y'all got me fucked up. Look at that. Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence.
Don't talk to women like that ever. Back off. Silence is crazy. Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past. Swords? What swords? This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in your hands. Begone, ye cowardly heart. Oh! He broke them! The battlefield hath no place for ye. Again? Oh my. Spare me, please! So much for sturdier shackles. What the hell? What did I do? Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll today. This day, whatever. This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning. Will the witness please deliver the accused death knell? You know of what I speak. Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream. What? Then, drumroll please, I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors. But there you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch, was the accused. There was never any third party. Hi! Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime. Startling sounds bad. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there. Are they about to trust the guy who lied on the stand before? He didn't even lie on the stand. He'd been lying so hard that he only just now has been brought onto the stand. Like, he's had other people covering for him. He is, like, clearly the mastermind of all the lies that have been happening. Hello? Order. Order in the court. This is quite conclusive testimony, if it stands. And just so. And quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you. Yeah, but did they make him pinky promise? You're so right. That is like the end-all be-all, pinky promises. No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess. But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess? It is indeed. During the last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess. Hey, if you felt responsible for the actions leading up to somebody getting killed, would you not feel like you possibly had them killed? Is that not also a possibility? Like, for example, if you invited somebody to go out somewhere and they didn't want to go, but you were like, no, come on, and they went and they ended up getting hurt. Some people might be like, oh shit, this was my fault. It's my fault that they got hurt. That could easily be what happened, especially because he was fucked up and drugged. Hello? That doesn't mean shit. That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecution's. This is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right. And I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense. Well, it seems our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. Why does he have phones while he's on the stand? Why does he look like that? Joker. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime. I can't wait for him to start Danganronpa crashing out. Who with me? I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the Forbidden Chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right. To the one with the phone at the end. Because Jinxie would have been there, because Jinxie was in that hallway at that time. Jinxie never left like that. Jinxie went to call the police. And then after calling the police, she bumped into Tenmataro, who was actually Phineas Filch. So how would she have not bumped into you if you ran down that hallway during that time period? I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime. Oh my gosh. Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter. You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court. Once again, sorry. It's just, I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon the most unpleasant scene. Why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty. As a death row inmate once told me, in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield. A time to live and a time to die. Ugh. He's laying it on real thick now. Hi! The defense may now cross-examine the witness. You guys can't see it, but every time somebody's like, hi, I do a little wave. I do a little wave. Like, you know when you, like, open and close your fingers on your palm? That little sound? I do that. I'm like, hi! A little wave. Hello! No, we gotta get to that last one. Why is he stroking it like that? Don't even worry about it. He's been doing this all game. Where is it?
Objection!
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Florent Labelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. What on earth do you mean? Yes, care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice? If Mr. Labelle had really fled down into the hall with that phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma. Ooh, he giving me a mean glare. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back into the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch, in a Tenmatara costume. The encounter happened right there, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. Labelle, if he had fled here, feigning to escape from the yokai imposter... Why, yes, the two would have crossed paths. Right. Except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there. Ah! My eyes! My beautiful eyes! Ha! Not such a fabulous scent now, is it? Thank you for the follows. But Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it? I really think that he was, I think there's a high chance that he was probably, what's it called? Do we have an actual image of it? Yes, we do. Right there, you see that? All the way to the left, back there, the little, folding thing. I'm forgetting its name right now, but you see the little folding partition that we used to get into the Forbidden Chamber. There's a high chance he could have just been behind there. Then where was he when he heard it?
Inside the fox chamber. Where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time.
What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you!
Silence!
Foolish fop. That shit, they use that, they be using that shit like it's a slur. In case anyone doesn't know what it means. Let me, hold on. Let me grab my phone. Fop means foolish or silly person. Or a man who is devoted to or vain about his appearance or dress. But they use that shit like it's a fucking slur. Holy crap. Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies come to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared. It is in court. No, what's it called? Emma was using it. Emma, who's like a detective and was in the other game, was using that shit like a slur to describe Clavier, who was the prosecutor. That's the first time we heard them start saying that, and now he's saying it too. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side. Hi! You're mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume. Yuck! And he's spraying himself in the face with perfume? Okay. Do not open your eyes. That shit's gonna hurt. Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him. You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not? You deviant dandy. The sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki. Without either of them noticing, you were right there in the fox chamber. Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine. I'll come clean then. Seriously? You admit to being there in the fox chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused. So I lied about it. I feel terrible about lying like that. But it's a verbal cologne I used to protect myself. Hear me out on the jury dude up front. What jury dude? I'm not even looking up there. Are there people up there? Because I'm not seeing anyone behind Apollo. You'd better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle. Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that. The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now, let's hear your testimony again. This time without your perfume lies. Perfume of lies. Whatever. Hear me out, Nomi Blackquill. I have never been again. Oh, I see them now. I see them. Oh my goodness. Which one? Jury dude up front? Where? On the right? Gertrude, which one? Up front to our right. You know what? He's kind of handsome. He's like 3 pixels, but you know what? I can't hate on you for that one. Although you are tweaking. Leave that man alone. I did enter the fox chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but only watching from behind the screen. from behind the screen. Why, yes. I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there. Just so. He could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events rather than an actual third party. Who's crazy? Why are we crazy? Please tell me I'm not crazy and I'm staring at a somehow gayer Joker. Yeah, that's the reality we live in right now. This guy's as slippery as an eel.
Apollo! You think he's telling the truth?
Well, he was in the Fox Chamber, so at least that much must be true. Crazy? I was crazy once. I forgot how it went. They put me away. They put me away in a rubber room filled with rats, and I hate rats. Rats make me crazy. Some shit like that. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness. There you go, champ. Stop. Time to lock in. Time to lock in. I understand now. I have a question for the chat that has been keeping up with this episode since we started. Did Jinxie ever say that her father was injured when she came into the room, or was he just knocked out? Because what if what happened was after Jinxie spoke to him while he was like groggy and everything, he did kind of wake up, and then LaBelle went and hit him in the head using the statue. Well, we know it's him regardless, but I'm trying to figure out how this could have played out. All the other ways it could have played out. When I saw their clothes, it was actually who.
Hold it!
Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail? And what exactly would you like details about? Well, what I'd like to ask you about is... Could you describe the state of the weapons that have been used at the scene? That spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman QB. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Oh, right. The statement. Oh, right, the statue. But why would he... Exactly! Why would he find it inspiring? Because it would have been broken by the time that he entered the room. So there's no way. There's no fucking way. He had to be the one that used it. No way. I'm not tweaking, right? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village. An inspiring symbol of goodwill. Chat, hear me out on LaBelle. Mac, I don't think I've ever seen you speak in the chat before, and if I have, it's not remembered right now. And for me, personally, this is the first image of you. This is the first thing I'm seeing of you. And truly, like, absorbing. You say. Please remember that this is my first image of you ever. I'm hearing you out! Enough from you. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse. Real inspiring. Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance? Is it important? Very.
I don't sound like that. Stop bullying. I believe that to be extremely important. I request that it be added to the testimony. A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger. Let's talk about it.
Objection!
Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill, as if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter? So, how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What? I trying to get jump scared by Joker. No, people, after he dyed his hair the first time, people were like, oh my god, what if he dyed it green? He would look like Joker, lol, lol. This is why my name, my bad, sorry, wrong voice. This is why my name is Sadface. Justice Stono, explain yourself, and make it quick. This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. Beep. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. Miss Tenma is the only living soul who... Oh my god. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. My voice is deeper. Oh, I'm so sorry.
My voice is deeper.
So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? Ooh! I didn't even get to do it. Hold on. The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare you?
Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime?
Yes, you stupid bald bastard! Can you actually keep up? Oh my god! Fire this man! Retire! You have grandchildren. Go play with them. Go play with them in your child's backyard. Are you serious? You got no reason to be working right now. I'm low-key side-eyeing his kid. Why is he working at 95 years old?
Nomi, he's only 60 to...
He's too old. Clearly. He's not all there. Leave my baby girl alone. Get your baby girl out of this career. You have failed as a provider, Gertrude. He is still working. Piss me off. He getting people sent to jail for no damn reason because he can't even keep up with shit. Yes. Yes, I am. Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby. Yeah!
Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
How could you possibly accuse me, the embodiment of beauty? Debatable. Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico. We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now, admit it.
Silence.
Dude is putting too much perfume. It's not even just that he's putting on perfume. It's the fact that he's like spraying it directly on his face. That's crazy. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna quickly open my window. It's a bit hot. I'm gonna open my window just a little bit. Thank you for the follow. It was like freezing. It was freezing earlier, so I closed my window. But I think I can open it again. It should be fine. I'll put my slippers on in case it gets too cold. Enough of your silly games, Justice Stono. Please don't piss me off! This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence!
You can tell we're in Japan by the severe lack of melanin in everyone. That's the thing. Because, at least in the localization, it's supposed to be like LA or California or something, wasn't it? At least a fusion of Japan and California or something. Which made it even crazier. Japanifornia. That's so fucking funny. Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember now. Alderman QB told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
Objection!
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence!
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has? Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scam's statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else. That just means he was out of sight. Please don't piss me off. Like, prosecutors be pissing me off bad when they do this shit. There's no way you don't know that this is the killer at this point, and you're just like going all the way. Well, I just want to make sure we go over all the points. This man is the murderer, and you're giving him excuses. What if I wasn't that skilled? He could have been behind the door because of the crushed fucking tanuki. Behind the door or the, like, little folding area. Oh. Dang it. Clavier knew each time he just wanted fun. Clavier's a fucking asshole. There's a why he's balding. 24 years old and you got a receding hairline to the point you gotta pull your bangs forward. Pull from the middle of your head to pull bangs over your head to cover up your fucking hairline. Piss me off. The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. See, I was really mean to him. I'd like to take that back, because, like, low-key, that was kind of mean. I would like to apologize to the fictional character Clavier from Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. You did not deserve that. I'm missing Edgeworth, to be honest. He did piss me off this bad. No, I miss Edgeworth so bad. I gotta get those games, but, I mean, it's not like I'll be able to play it on TikTok for all of y'all that are in America by the time that I do get it. Thus, Florent Lavelle could not possibly have been in that locked room. No! Ah! Why the fuck are we yelling like that? That's crazy. I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle?
The proof is incontrovertible. Oh my god! Incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right? Your boldness. It does seem awfully conclusive. Facts point to the defendant and the victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection! Silence!
Ooh! You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Stoner.
But...
Your boldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice. A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma. There you go. It would seem my time is at hand. Mayor Tenma?
Counselor! There is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces. Counselor? Oh, right, he must be me. Has he finally remembered what happened before the blow to his head?
Yeah, he might have brain damage, because look at the way he's acting. Bailiff. My bad, let me try that. Bailiff! Don't just stand there. Seize him! It's no good, I can't restrain him!
Know me and despair, for I am Tenmataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai!
Mr. Justice, do something! What the fuck I'm like 5'5"! I weigh 142 pounds! What do you want me to do with that big-ass man? Since when am I responsible for court security? Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him. Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai. Clearly, he got brain damage, which means anything he's been saying does not matter. He's got a fucked up head. He got a badass concussion. Clearly. Apollo, fight him! Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Get your old ass over there. Shit. When you put it that way. Still, I believe testimony by yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. You have a criminal that has killed someone as the prosecutor right now. Please shut up. Unprecedented in absurdity, more like it. Alright then. Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say Mr. Tenmataro, your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Ka 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 ka!
Okay.
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmatara, ruler of demon kind, and on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. Go! Damn!
Oh, that was all. Okay. He's giving me secondhand embarrassment? Seriously. Genuinely. Tenma is like role-playing is fun. I genuinely think he gotta have a fucked up concussion. Like, he is not all there. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. So is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time?
Strange as it may be, yes. Indeed, all was in darkness. Bye-bye.
Oh, my bad. Bye-bye.
Bye! Goodbye!
And the part about Tenmataro and the Nine-Tailed Fox being there?
Yes, that too! Tenmatar towered overhead, and the Nine-Tailed Fox glittered gold. Oh, he's saying that he remembers getting hit in the head. He's saying that he remembers getting hit in the head. We're probably gonna have to decipher it with Athena. That's what I'm assuming. I think he's remembering that he was like directly hit in the head.
It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half-dreamt, the happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here?
Really?
Oh, you mean...
Yeah.
I can hear it. The discord in his heart.
Discord, I'm howling at the moon.
I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event. Okay. I just hope your findings don't come back to haunt us again. Keep... Oh my god, why are you yelling at me? Keep searching! I can't. This ain't one of those lives.
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the Nine-Tailed Fox.
Can we pinpoint right now? He's shocked now. It sounds like the mayor saw the same thing as what's shown on the scroll. What's with those Tenmas and their yokai vision? I think it's sweet how father and daughter can share something like that. I don't think a shared nightmare really qualifies as sweet. Anyway, all I need to do is point out an unnatural reaction at the last time. Like the last time? Right. Look for places where an emotion conflicts with the testimony. Oh my gosh, it's Dem. Hello. It's Jenny. Hello, hello, hello. Apollo and Phoenix are often the only sane people in this game. It's crazy. What's it called? I've noticed with Apollo, like, Apollo literally just is kind of a guy. Like, yeah, he has his hair a little crazy, but people are so fucking mean to him. Like, he'll be... Like, he could just enter the room. Everybody else is talking. It could be, like, the craziest looking people. Like, that Joker motherfucker over there could be in the room. But we walk up as, like, Apollo. Apollo could be like, oh, hey, everybody. And then the fucking new person in the room would be like, disgusting demon creature! Oh my god! Yuck! What did I do? What did I do? Stink, stink. What did I do? He's so joyous and happy.
Got it!
When the Nine-Tailed Fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light coming into... Perhaps it was joy at the light coming into my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence. And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket. A creaking door? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. You know what, guys? Hear me out on Tema. He's fine. Leave him alone. Y'all need to stop with this. Y'all be like, hear me out, and it's like a DILF. It's like casually a handsome man. He is not ugly. Shit. He's just tweaking. There's a difference. Okay, sorry. You know what? See, now I feel bad, because Blue Crayon, that's my homie right there. I'm sorry, Blue Crayon. So this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. But what about the sudden light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tamataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness you were in happen to be here? I'm scared. What if I'm wrong?
Take that!
The Forbidden Chamber. Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. The towering Tenmataru you saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber's statue.
Why, yes, that would explain it.
Gertrude, what did you say? Oh my god. You know what? At least you're consistent. I'll give you that, Gertrude. You've been talking about the judge since, like, the first game. That you started talking in the chat with. Okay.
The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp.
Hear me out, Apollo. Apollo is a cutie patootie. Put some respect on his name. Stop hear me outing decent-looking people. Apollo is a cutie patootie, okay? Shit. He is not ugly. You don't need to hear him out. We do not need to hear you out about that.
But even if that's all true, even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Maybe he was seeing things. Just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai. No, the doors opened and he got hit in the fucking head. That has to be what happened, right?
Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events. Misremember, you say? Let me think. I do believe I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was the amazing Ninetales!
Ooh! That's why the mask was also thrown out. I forgot the mask was thrown out the window, so maybe the mayor had the mask on. What? The amazing Ninetales? At first. Oh, my bad. I forgot he's still possessed.
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it. 'Twas the amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
We got the noise level down. Hear me on the amazing Ninetales. Please don't piss me off. See, every time y'all say this, I think you deserve 20,000 lashings. Look at this. This is a man wearing a mask. There's a whole demographic called mask talk. You know what I'm talking about, with the middle-aged women thirsting up and down for those men wearing fucking scream masks, ghost face masks. He is shredded. He got a nice-ass body. There's no hear me out. I'm sorry I asked. The amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right? Yeah, why would you open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that. This is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update. Ooh. Leave book talk out of this. Good thing book talk was never brought up. I said mask talk. M-A-S-K.
Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenmatara loomed overhead. Suddenly, the door did open, and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom.
Like, you hear me out, guys, sexy ass man. Like, please don't piss me off.
The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue.
Why are we sad, though?
Got it!
When the amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recall something of that nature. I believe it was the being's cape of red. For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over me.
Oh, Gertrude said book talk. I said mass talk. I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about book talk? Oh, Lord. The biker dudes and book talk women. Oh, Lord. See, this is why y'all need to start talking to you. Need to be like, at Gertrude, because I'm assuming you're talking to me. Shit. A cape of red?
Apollo, we reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left.
Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean? I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know, because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Oh! Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. No, because he doesn't have a red cape. He has the little, tails. See? He doesn't have a red cape. Something this obvious could arise when someone's trying to force a fuzzy memory into definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction. Here comes justice. Was it red on the inside, the cloth? Because I know it's green on the outside. No, that would make no sense because the blood came from Mayor Tenma being hit on the head already. We already know that he doesn't because the thing I just showed right there is probably the evidence.
Objection!
You said the Amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but...
Mayor Tenma! Does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my as yet hazy field of view. I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is a ride in a cape of red.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Apparently so. And remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
So, the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe the great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory. Bye, y'all. Oh, bye! Thanks for dropping in. Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the Nine Tails. The Amazing Nine Tails. That red object could... What red object could he have seen there that wouldn't have been that shocking? I know! Could it have been... Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this? Is he talking about the blood?
Take that!
Oh, I didn't need to clear. Something read that. Yeah, it has to be the blood because there's blood all behind him. Kind of like, you know how a cape's behind you? Maybe that's what it was. Something red that could have produced a deep sadness. I didn't mean to click on that though. I meant to press space again to zoom in. Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that you saw what you saw was the Alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes, it was blood.
Oh my god! Damn!
It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the Amazing Nine Tails, the Alderman's bloody body.
Oh my god. I felt that scream. There we go. But what does this mean? To 0, really? His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now. Does this mean the Amazing Nine Tails killed Alderman QB? But the Alderman was the Amazing Nine Tails. So how exactly would that work? Hey, I asked you first. Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated. Sorry you can't go home early and send an innocent man to jail. Fuck. My bad. Sorry, I'm just doing my fucking job. You know, justice and all. Something that you should want. Anyone can wear the mask. Literally, anyone can wear the mask. True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence!
Don't you think this is strange? Little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said not about seeing the Amazing Nine Tails there. You just had to bring that up, didn't you? Oh my god, Vincent's type. I've been shown Vincent. She was like, oh my god, he's so fine. Oh my god, he's so sexy. He is so sexy. I know, that's why I brought it up to you. Shit. This was way before we even played Apollo Justice. I just saw him on the cover when I bought the trilogy pack. He's in like the cover photo or something for some reason. So I was like, oh my god, Vincent, I think this would be your type. And I showed her. And she was like, oh my gosh, he's so sexy. Like, yeah. I knew that would be your reaction. Anyways. Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then? Hear me out on Manfred von Karma, though. He hasn't been here in like 7 games! What is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? He has not been here. He has not even been mentioned. Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defense's testimony and his daughter's?
Yes, I can.
Yes, of course, I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Stoner. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. And then you will get more jail time. Go ahead, buddy. You're never getting out of that cell. You're never leaving that cell. What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Bye!
Well, Mr. Justice, let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. Also, that said, by the way, when would he have had a time to be in the Forbidden Chamber before? That means, like, how would he be able to describe what's in the Forbidden Chamber if he's never been in the Forbidden Chamber? Up until that one point. Like, nobody goes in there, so how would he know? These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So, let us consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
A very good question indeed. And I suppose you have an answer for us?
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor? Well, if she did, the question is, why did she do that? Maybe he was dressed up as him.
Well, how about an explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime.
Bro, why aren't you protecting Gotham? There's two Robins! How many times do I have to tell you people this? There's two Robins. Why can't I take a break? Why can't I have fun? Damn. Maybe it's not my shift. Did you consider that? I'm dressed up. I'm ready to go out. I'm playing my little game, just a little bit, before I go out on my patrol. There's two Robins. You keep bullying us. My bad.
You keep bullying us. That's why you can't have fun. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what could have made her do so?
The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle, disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence!
Why is that your chosen voice for me?
The older one is out. That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces.
He does makeup. Could he not have done makeup? Shit. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face? I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face.
If that was... oh my god.
Excuse me?
And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it?
Oh, right.
Your sword has a dull... Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Stoner. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of?
Didn't you believe in yokai 2 seconds ago and you're trying to actually put that out in court? Please don't piss me off.
Just saying shit.
Yeah, no. He's assaulted me several times in this courtroom. Trust, buddy, when you get back to your cell, they're gonna be like, oh, by the way, 16 more years. You're gonna be like, what? Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your boldness, your verdict, if you will. Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict. If you have no further arguments. What's even left for me to do? Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. The Amazing Ninetales. The Amazing Ninetales mask. Did she know that the mayor, or the alderman, was, the Amazing Ninetales? If not, she would probably hide that to save his secret identity.
A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. And that's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
And what about the fact that it was the Amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others. Can these facts turn things around? We got it all backwards.
Apollo?
I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your boldness. I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof. They never did, and they never will. Then it seems I must announce my... I do have proof! Do you now? Alright, well this better be good, Mr. Justice. Ace Attorney mentioned, and you came at a perfect time. We're literally on the last trial, for the second episode. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father. Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place. These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. Is he actually Amazing Ninetales? This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity. Mayor Tenma, you got a nice body. Oh my goodness.
Take that!
When do you got time to work out like that, King? What absolute claptrap! Poppycock, balderdash. He's so British. We thought the alderman was the Amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tenma Taro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales' veil. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. No, instead he got blackmailed, and when it was revealed that he was the Amazing Ninetales, he probably tried to frame him for murder to get revenge. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tenma isn't Tenmatar at all. He was the Amazing Ninetales.
What's this?
What game is this?
It is Phoenix Wright, Duel Destinies.
You'd best explain yourself, Justice Dono. And from where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion.
Jinxie no doubt knew the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, beknownst to her, it was really Florent Labelle in disguise.
Silence!
And the accused, the accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. That little scamp that little scamp would have seen the difference. I don't know. A little girl seeing a dead body. No! I swallowed wrong. Oh my god! He said silence. He said silence. Hold on, I'm gonna get some water. Hey everybody, what's up? Oh my gosh, why is everybody like freaking out in the chat? What's going on? My hubby wants to go bald? Absolutely not. Are you okay, Naomi? Yeah, what? What's the problem? The little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Remember, oh my god, remember, Mr. LaBelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence!
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. Are you fucking stupid? Are you dumb?
Fuck. First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Yeah, because he drugged them. They both had drugs in their system. Don't forget about that. And once the alderman was out cold, look, it's the anime that we saw at the beginning, a little animation. That's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged in the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. Nomi's in a very hot place? Nomi's in a very hot place. What is your problem? Nomi is flying low. All of y'all saying this, may I manifest the worst for you. Y'all are sick and evil. Okay, hear me out on gay or Joker. You mean Joe Queer? So then, the person who said I killed Alderman QB was... Yep, that was Florent LaBelle in a disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence!
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai! This time, you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case! Ugh. Once Miss Tenma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber so he could drag the mayor back out into the fox chamber. Oh, so the amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was... Right. It was LaBelle opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the forbidden chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch, in his Tenmataro disguise, ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the fox chamber. I see. Well, that certainly does make sense. Then, after dragging the mayor back into the fox chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence!
I don't think we acknowledged the, hitting in the head part yet. For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant be the amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. Oh my god, I can't read. That's why he created a secret identity as the amazing Ninetales. Ugh, this is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except a killer as insane as his plot. I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies. He's crazy. Or is he? Maybe it's just... society. Ain't that right, Joe Queer?
Foolish mortal. It is at your own peril that you forget who I am!
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? He broke it. He broke the character. Oh my goodness. You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? But that's just... And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind the Tenmataro right here and now.
What?
Why did he go from a green head to a blonde? Because that fuck-ass hairspray he was putting in his head washed out, probably.
Why, you would dare reveal the secret?
My good friend, the alderman, told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions, now would it? The truth behind Tenmataro? What's he talking about? So go ahead, say it. Say I am the amazing Ninetales. I dare you. Arrgh!
Objection!
Wait! Will someone please explain what's going on here? Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstitions. Ka-chow. And if the mayor admits to being the Ninetales, you'll expose the truth? Right. I wouldn't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up. Then how is it making up? How would he have made it up then? You clearly are blackmailing him to lie or to withhold information. Am I tweaking right now? Like, does this not make him more obvious? I see you on my For You page all the time. Hello, it's a sign. You're supposed to come. You're supposed to join. Thank you for the follow. So, what now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle. I'll show you who's useless. Apollo! Don't you dare give up now. I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case. You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the amazing Ninetales or not?
Oop. Fix my mic a little bit.
The amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Let me guess, Tenmataro isn't the villain that they pretend he is? Is there ship art between LaBelle and his flower? I don't know, y'all can draw it. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here.
Can we leave yet? I'm trying to get to lunch, y'all.
I mean, you can leave if you gotta. You're gonna miss the ending. No one is holding you here. You can leave whenever you want. Nobody's gonna be mad at you or nothing. Trust, you're fine. If you gotta go, you gotta go. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman Cubiot was the amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. But I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself. But if he admits it, LaBelle's going to expose the secret behind Tenmataro. We were so close. I know it. We're never allowed to leave. Nico! Stop lying. Why are you guys lying in the chat? Nomi doesn't let us leave. Roman, you know what? Get out. How about that? There's your proof right there. I'm contradicting you. Mods, ban Roman forever. From every stream ever. Mods, super ban Roman. Okay. Hayes is here? Hayes? 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 Even the past streams? Yes. Even the past. Hayes? No. Am I also lied? Didn't blame me. Didn't blame me. You directly blamed me. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Hello again. Hi.
Why would it bring ruin?
Hold it!
Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Exactly. Telling others that what Tenmataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. Let me guess, Tenmataro is like a real guy, just a normal guy. And Rune coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo! And that truth is, Tenmataro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. And that's what the whole Battle over Ninetales Vale is about. Tenmataro is a great fortune? Come to think of it.
Only that.
Oh, why does he sound like that? Only that is the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. Could Tenmataro actually be... It's a treasure. Tenmataro's not a person. Or a yokai, it's a fucking treasure. Telling the villagers that Tenmataro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasures within. That's how the treasures have been kept secret all this time. Well. It seems our ace attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed.
I love soup.
I love soup too. Soup is so good. Mayor Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenmataro exists. That's why the secret must be protected. As long as Tenmataro exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony. Tenmataro doesn't exist, though, because it's already been stolen.
I'm only here because I got a letter in the mail for jury duty.
That's not true. That's not true. Where's your proof? I need a picture. I need a picture of that piece of mail. Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenmataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Tenmataro no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tenmataro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature.
We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes. Are you suggesting that the Tenmataro has been stolen?
Bro's been gone too.
Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, the master thief, was the culprit. And by that hideous, moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less! No! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was... The greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone.
In fact, now that I recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting, he must have been speaking of Tenmataro.
I hate when he switches like that. Choose one. Hi, hello.
For he said to me, the gold ingot was gone.
Gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale.
You know what it is? It was turned into the statue. It has to have been. Right? Look at it. Look at its little shape. If not, that's fine. But what if it was? Look at that. He got gold and still in rags. His grandpappy ain't give a fuck about him. Truly does not care.
In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale. Then that will become the Tenma Town.
Is he finally normal? Can I talk normal for him? Because he still looks like he's possessed.
Would drive the villagers mad with greed. That great fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village, the curse of ruin. Thus, it was that the yokai Tenmataro came to be.
His name changes. Hold on, I skipped that. Even if his name changes, he's still doing the other animations. That makes no sense. So, Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away.
Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things.
Yes, indeed. For there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. The love of money is the root of all evil.
My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that... Tenmataro, a monster as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet, we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Tenma Town would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history.
Mr. Mayor. Now that we know Tenma Tower no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? No, don't do it! Please, no!
Be gone, you demented demon!
Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me.
And that means Jinxie.
Yes?
That man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales mask?
That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to the Alderman QB that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
That's so scary.
It was Florent's idea from the start. Well, he's a little too British. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman.
Yeesh. Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborated setups than LaBelle's scheme.
You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through.
See, the name doesn't change. What the fuck's going on?
Gah, gah, gah!
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB. But Florent LaBelle did. Ow. I kind of thought it did. Sorry, Nomi. I was keeping an eye, too, because I was so confused. Peasant! No! Sorry, Nomi. Don't apologize. Trust.
Justice Donor, you should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
What is your problem? Fuck. What's this guy want now?
Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through the bone as though it were butter. But you have only blind guesses. A dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake.
He has you there, Mr. Justice. Shut up, Baldy.
After all, evidence is everything in a court of law.
You be taking this man by his word, mind you. The right. Let's see some evidence.
Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind.
Hello? Hello?
And this is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits.
Like, he's clearly been, like, freaking out whenever evidence comes out against him. Mind you, like, whenever anybody speaks up and they're like, oh yeah, this happened. Oh yeah, there was a freaking mask on my dad. That's why I thought it was him. Because of his secret identity. Blah, 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 blah. And he started freaking out. Is that not something? Hello?
Now, present your conclusive evidence. Or don't you have any? Oh, crud. Do I have anything conclusive?
Of course I do.
Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do?
Of course.
It's just the conclusive evidence we need, too. I'm gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent.
Here comes justice. Think, brain blast! Let's review the facts. The most damaging evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. But as we know now, of course, we were way off. The Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why, when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are facts, as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about the evidence outside the crime scene, the mask. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Does any of the evidence found outside of the crime scene provide any clues? If he was wearing the mask, we found blonde hair, didn't we? No, I know. The Amazing Ninetales mask. It was found washed up alongside the river. What sort of clue? What sort of clue does that mask hold? See, why do we look like Danganronpa right now? What's going on? And what about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? The white hair is LaBelle's. Alright, that hair is Florent LaBelle's. Yes. Now, that's what I call conclusive evidence.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court?
What game is this? This is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Duel, Destinies. Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will.
That mask? How is that conclusive evidence?
It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside of it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex QB.
Yes, but the Amazing Ninetales, as we now know, is Mayor Tenma, so...
That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. And that would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle.
What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that!
Silence!
That would appear. It would appear. Your coup de grace, oh my god, failed to hit his mark. Oh my god. This freakish fop is not the white-haired type, because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Blackquill. It's you who has made a fatal error. What? Remember where this mask was found? It washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this piece of evidence will solve all of the remaining riddles.
Oh my goodness. Da 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 da.
Take that!
That's... What is that?
This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court will also recall that the Amazing Ninetales mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside.
What's this? Are you saying that preening peacock's hair color is...
That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life exposé.
Ah!
The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you are the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. For Laurent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex QB. You peasant! How dare you! You profaned my beauty! I'm going to exterminate you like I did the... Oh my god, no! My makeup!
Is he gonna be, like, way older? Is he gonna wash it all off? Hold on. Oh my god, you can see his hair's white. He's old as fuck!
No. Hold on. How old did he say he was? How old did he lie about? He says he's 33. You aren't 33. You old bastard.
Hello. This is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out. LaBelle speaking. I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide?
Why would you think that would continue to happen if he went to jail?
Hello? This is LaBelle. What? There's stratospheric damages claimed against me? $100 million. I'm finished! Won't stop! Stick a fork in me, I'm done!
Ooh. That shit embarrassing.
This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackwell, defeated.
Order! Order! Order in the court!
Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright.
Wait, that was a compliment, right?
Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent LaBelle? The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as the Tenmataro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. The Bells set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. The efforts of the Amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus, LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma.
I see, but what I still can't comprehend, of course you can't, is why would he go after the gold in the first place?
Maybe he just wants money. Greedy.
Stopping by to say hi.
Bye-bye, all. Nori, it's the end of the episode. Why would you leave? Get the hell back in here.
Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid.
LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such ferocity.
Too bad for him. Someone else had already gotten to it first anyway. Imagine you died for basically no reason. The alderman literally just fucking died for no reason. That's crazy.
I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma,
not guilty.
Oh my god, we did it, everybody! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Court is adjourned.
Cheering crab, oh my goodness, it's a celebration, even in the gifts. Let's go, let's go.
Finally lunch, oh my god!
You could have left to eat at any time! Stop it!
That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming.
Just got lucky, I guess. You banished Tenmataro from Ninetails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist.
There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma, too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment.
I was just wondering about that, too. But I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the Amazing Ninetails' true identity himself.
Huh?
But why? Because the mayor was the Amazing Ninetails. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed.
I get it. If the Amazing Ninetails was just killed, he'd die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier.
Right.
Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot.
A most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
Why are you acting like Tenmataro again? Let this be of no concern to you.
How could it not concern me? Tenmataro, be gone!
Yeah!
Jinxie, seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you.
Papa, you're finally back!
Yes, it would seem Tenmataro is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling? Oh, Shayla, my Shayla! And this is all thanks to you two. Too bad the Amazing Ninetails will have to retire, though.
How come?
Once everyone hears I'm the Amazing Ninetails, my fan base will nosedive. They're fucking losers if they do that, especially when they know that you're innocent. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Say now that you mention it, what's all the noise out there?
A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. It seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask, and to root for your return to the wrestling ring.
Rooting? For me? I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Jinxie. Here, I think you'll be needing this.
Take that!
Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting. Let's go!
Ninetails Vale forever!
Let's freaking go. Golly! Let me not say what's on my mind. Let me not speak.
I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tenma Town and Ninetails Vale.
Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, The blackmailer slash killer is behind bars, and the murder's no longer an issue. Plus, the Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit. I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too. And it's all because we believed in our client, just like you said.
Okay, people. Now that we got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving.
Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Better keep eating, Apollo. Or you might have to start looking up at me. I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too.
Oh, my bad, I read that wrong. That was him, wasn't it? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time.
Keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways. Whoa! Who is this diva?
Very funny. But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce.
Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this.
Calories? Ha! Just let them try to stick on me.
Alright already, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldoon's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know. We still eating them fucking disgusting salty-ass noodles? Are we still broke?
Mr. Wright, are we poor? I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go. I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them. Well, what are we waiting for?
Hot and salty, yes. He was literally talking about releasing flavors where it's literally just salt in the fucking bowl. What? The noodles are on me today. We're paying? After everything we did for that man? So expect some serious eating from you two.
Yay! Thanks, boss. I won't let you down.
Athena has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldoon's noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. Good thing she's not a man. Ain't that right?
That was our first case together, and it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. And the first time it made itself known was during the murder at the Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come.
Athena yapped so much, she was closing the episode! What is your problem? Oh my gosh, we're all done. What's it called? Yapatron is crazy. See, I know that you can't watch a TikTok longer than 1 minute. Ain't that true? I kind of want to watch the beginning of the next episode, because it's going to do the little animation. If it doesn't, I'll just close it, but it's fine. I kind of want to see it. Then we're ending.
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
No, Thanos! Thanos snap! Not a group effort. It's a group effort. Fuck. Shit. Until 12, please. Nuh-uh. You guys know what this means.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for dropping by. We'll pick up tomorrow. Sent dinosaur. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Nah, thank you. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Bye, everybody. Holy crap. Thank you, Nat, again. Bye. Bye. Oh my goodness.